We're back in our aviator nation. You know what that means. It's another long flight. This flight's a little different though. Why is that, babe?
Because we got married yesterday.
This is our honeymoon. We're really excited. We're heading to Thailand by Korean Air with a little hangover. That's a Freudian slip.
You know what? Let's just do this in voiceover. We're flying to Bangkok, 8,400 miles away on board Korean Air's Prestige class. Our first leg is LAX to Seoul, and here's the review. First things first, we have a shit ton of luggage, so we're gonna need an Uber Lux. Exciting. As the sun sets, we arrive at LAX and the Tom Bradley International Terminal. Once inside, we look for our flight information, but realized it wasn't there yet.
So the thought was to be here early to shoot the lounge and do everything at a leisurely pace. We got here a little bit too early. We're first in line, which is good, but we're gonna be still in line for 40 more minutes. One thing I want to say really quickly about the LAX International Terminal is it kind of sucks.
Like, is this an art installation or garbage? This carpet screams prestige. 45 minutes pass till we're finally able to gather our bags and check in. Time to make our way to security. And by the way,
TSA pre coming in clutch. It took like 2 seconds.
the first order of business is a lounge, and since I pay an annual fee for an American Express, I figured I might as well use the Centurion Lounge. There's plenty of seating in here, including these little desks, a place for caffeination, a place for inebriation. There's also an extensive buffet, and a spa. Cool, let's check that out. Never mind. My favorite part of this lounge has to be this dark nap room. It has this starry ceiling, and that's where I spend most of my time. Time to wake up. Today we'll be flying on board Korean Air's largest aircraft, the 747. Being prestige class, we're among the first to board. Now, prestige class spans across 2 cabins. We were lucky enough to have the one upstairs. The cabin upstairs is extremely spacious and features the staggered seating, which is cool because each seat has its own aisle access. And they're huge. The seat actually spans across 4 windows. There's a ton of storage, enough for a CPAP machine and a little cubby for your shoes. To the left, you'll see the controls for the seat and the partition.
You go on a flight, you're expecting to be able to do something that's good.
Items included with the seat are these noise-canceling headphones, slippers, of course, and an amenity kit. Let's see what's inside. Eye mask. Products by Atelier Cologne, including body lotion, lip balm, and hand cream. Alright, these snap edits aren't really working. Here's a shoehorn, a toothbrush, toothpaste, and a comb. The TV's a good size, it can be controlled with this controller or by touchscreen. Once settled, we're offered a selection of juices. I'll try guava. Thank you so much. I'd never had guava juice before. Turns out, I love it. As we taxi, I was given a safety presentation by a rapping bear. Korean Air's safety video is honestly like a K-pop masterpiece. Our airlines need to catch up. Before long, it was time to take off. Once in the air, it's time to peruse the in-flight dining menu. And Korean Air feeds you. There is an inordinate amount of food aboard this flight. We start dinner with this ahi tuna salad, paired with wine, and a tomato cream soup, which was actually pretty good. This was followed by a Korean bibimbap. I liked this too, but I was getting too tired to react to food at this point, so I just settled in with a little fruit and a chamomile tea and got ready to brush my teeth for bed. Back at my seat, I laid it flat and let the turbulence gently rock me to sleep. I woke up to a sunrise in the cabin.
Alright, good morning. I got some sleep, which was super necessary. It was dark when I woke up, but they've kind of changed the cabin lighting now for this like sunrise motif, which is pretty cool. Breakfast should be coming shortly.
The sun's in full force now, and I have an orange juice. I opted for the traditional American breakfast, and I was given a choice of bread. You know what? There's something missing here. Coffee, yeah, absolutely. Like dinner, breakfast was solid and followed with more fresh fruit. I was handed a moist towelette, and service concluded just in time to land.
All right, it is about like 4 in the morning locally here in Seoul. We just landed. The flight was great. Able to sleep a little. Anyway, it's pretty dead here, and we're currently looking for the Korean Air Lounge because we have a layover before we head to Bangkok. And it ain't super easy to find, but I feel confident that we will.
Full disclosure, we had to stop for directions a few times, but ultimately, we made our way to the lounge. Alright, let's fly through this thing. Cool TV area. There's plenty of seating everywhere in this lounge. There's a beautiful full bar, an extensive buffet featuring international selections. We were here for breakfast, so naturally there are pastries and some American options as well. The whole thing is situated above the terminal with a window to look down upon it.
Dana just went to take a shower, which is an option here. I'll probably do the same thing. I'm feeling a little funky after that long flight. You know, this Aviator Nation is super comfortable, but it does get warm. And that's what we call first world problems. Anyway.
Here are the showers. The facilities are very clean and very nice. There's towels provided, plenty of toiletries.
We got one of those Asian toilets that have a bidet and sing you a song and whisper sweet nothings in your ear, so I'm going to enjoy that.
That's weird. I know what you're thinking. Why are we watching this bearded man shower and not his wife?
So I totaled my first car, and as a second one, I was forced to drive a Hyundai Accent. Interestingly, these towels smell exactly like that cloth interior. Korean, I guess.
3 hours pass until it's time to board our connecting flight.
Are you satisfied with my service?
Our Korean Air experience was fantastic. Should we give it a numerical value? I give it a 8 out of 10.
And here's what it cost. Keep in mind this is 2 people, 1 way, all the way to Bangkok. I didn't film the connecting flight. Make sure you're subscribed for our adventures in Thailand.